One. Welcome to Fantasy Football 2023. I am your host, Battle for Last Place.
And this is Honolulu Blue Balls with what? Week 2 recap.
Week 2 recap. Here you go, buddy.
Woo!
A little cheers.
What a week. Cheers.
Do a little
I'm
shot.
drinking a little of that fine Southern Comfort this evening.
Ugh, disgusting.
Cheers, brother.
I'm going to have this
Cheers.
Malort.
Well, I can maybe have that later. I got both bottles here. Cheers.
Hit them with both barrels. So
Ooh, I just wonder how that's going to be pouring a shot of Malort into the Southern Comfort glass I just drank out of.
I think I just threw up a little bit.
No, come on. I thought Malort makes everything better.
It usually does.
Speaking of which, did you enjoy that first timer video we sent to you weekend?
God.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. It was amazing.
Yeah, she hated me after that. Thank you.
Indoctrinated into the wide world of Malort.
Nothing better than a football Sunday and a first timer drinking Malort.
It's such a beautiful thing.
It
And
really is. It really
for such
is.
a hard day too. Both the Lions and the Bears lost.
That was a heartache
Actually,
loss in OT.
I think-
God damn it.
I think the entire NFC North lost, didn't they? The Vikings lost too.
That's right.
God, what a
Everybody.
shit show. Meanwhile, talking right into our closest game of the week, let's just jump into Clay, who's a fan of the fucking Dallas Cowboys. And
Gay boys.
we have a tight runner here. Fucking
Well, Goff putting out. That was a hell of a game against Seattle. I mean, it was back and forth the whole way. Both defenses sucked balls. So it was very much an offensive game. So there's no surprise he got fucking 31 points. Meanwhile, Justin over there in the QB slot, he's getting a little risque. Starting Anthony Richardson, the rookie QB out of Indianapolis.
Indy, baby.
He only put out 17 points, but did he do something in the last 2 weeks or the week before?
I mean,
that
even
made him want to
this
start
game,
him?
he has 2 rushing
go-
touchdowns, which is impressive. No,
Yeah, but go to his last week. What did he do last week? 23.9. Okay, all right. So at least
a TD,
and you're going up
interception.
against Houston, so
Yeah.
I kind of get that. But who's he got on his bench?
That's a good question. Prescott, which would have won him the game. That would have been a heartbreaker for Clay.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ouch.
Justin. Oh God. That right there. I don't even think we got to talk anything more about their matchup.
Well,
Fuck. Oh, that's awful. That would have been enough to totally seal the deal.
I know.
And with a Cowboy. Oh man.
just
All right, words of advice.
spanking.
If you got a Cowboy and you're playing Clay, just start him against him. In the event that you beat him, you can always say that Cowboy's the reason why. Fucking bummer, man. Well, let's move on down to their wide receivers, Johnny.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
take a look here. We
So-
got Diggs and Higgins. Diggs, underperforming from what I would say you had last year's stats.
Yeah,
Continuing.
10 points. That's probably a season low. I mean, even out of last year, that's pretty low for
Yeah.
him.
Now, Higgins,
a-
on the other hand, after last week's game with Joe Burrow
God.
doing nothing in the rain, finally had a
Well-
good one for himself.
As somebody who started Burrow in this league, I can tell you this: he had 2.7 points going into halftime, and Higgins, I have no clue what points he had by halftime, but I can almost guarantee that he didn't have almost jack shit because they weren't even they had a field goal. So I all of Higgins' points must have come after halftime for sure. But either way, talk about a monster game out of him just in the last 2 touchdowns though. But
Yeah.
he 2 touchdowns, 89 yards.
Yeah.
Fucking 8 receptions.
Yep.
Fucking monster. I mean,
Yep.
that's all you can hope for. Meanwhile, the cross of that is Justin Jefferson. Over on Justin's team,
Correct.
who had 159 yards, 11 receptions. So no touchdowns and even a fumble and still got 23 points. So it's kind of a wash over there,
Mhm.
but that just goes to show you how 159 yards can still give you 24 points and
Yeah.
no touchdowns. Like
Yep.
that's just fucking crazy with PPR, 11 receptions.
And a fumble.
That's huge. Yeah, and he still fumbled.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Again, that fumble lost him the game. Or fumbles 1 or 2?
Just one.
Just one?
Actually, no. Wait a minute. I'll have to go back and check. Didn't we remove last year all negative points? Didn't we say we were getting rid of those?
I don't remember.
I will double check as
Maybe.
commissioner. I should know that off the top of my head. But
Or was it all removed because of defense? Did you remove all of it?
I thought
negative
when
points
I
from
removed
defense, or you remove all
defenses, I
negative
went
points?
through and took all interceptions, all fumbles,
No shit.
everything.
Okay.
I think I took all minus points away because of defenses at one point. But
Interesting.
either way, doesn't matter.
Moving
Jefferson's
forward,
got 24 points, but their wide receiver core was a wash. 10,
Yeah.
24, 24, 10.
and
What
to
a
be
wash.
completely honest, their running backs are a complete wash too.
Yeah, Okay, so Clay's got Tony Pollard and Travis Etienne. 16 points for Pollard.
5
he's
points
going to
for
continue to
ETN.
get him mid-teens every game.
Yeah.
For sure for Dallas. ETN, I think, is going to be all over the place this year. That's my. I think Jacksonville's offense is going to be up and down. I mean,
Yeah.
Kansas City's defense isn't all that good, and they didn't really, they lost that game, and I don't know. I think Jacksonville is going to hit their stride one game and then fucking fail another. I don't think they're going to be consistent. Meanwhile, over on the other side, on Justin's side, Kansas City, Pacheco, I don't know if you can ever trust a running back in fucking Kansas City. I think that's the takeaway. I don't know about you, Johnny, but I don't know if I could ever trust running backs. I always feel like they just don't get enough points ever because
Mahomes, right? He's scrambling usually, and he's looking to throw the ball. Now, with the recent update that your boy there, Kelsey, is dating T Swift, we don't know what's going to happen, but
man, yeah.
NFL news, but boys, confirmed by his brother Jason. Travis Kelsey is hitting working with T Swift. So get ready for that song to come out right about the time they might make it to the playoffs.
Man,
but
it's gonna split her like a cord of wood, dude. Fuck.
Moving further down, you have the Hawkinson, the Hawk.
Yeah.
Fucking putting up.
You know what?
Amazing points. But then Ayuk didn't end up coming through like he did last week for Justin. So, however, you had Clay starting a Jacksonville wide receiver, putting up a giant goose egg and eking out the win. We've spent way too much time on this, but say what you want to about Hawk.
Yeah, no, I have to just say that he's turned it into a very good tight end for this season. He got paid coming in this year. And he is producing.
He's showing he's worth it.
Yeah. But yeah, having Zay Jones put up 0 points for Clay, I mean, that obviously Clay would have ran away with this one if he had even put up, 5 to 10 points. He really would have had a cushion there. But on their benches, Russell Wilson is the biggest surprise on that bench right there. 35 points for fucking Russell Wilson this week.
Transfer that from last
Washington.
year. It's still got the L too.
So if Russell Wilson can put up 35 points against Washington, what can Mahomes do? What can Josh Allen do? What can
Joe Burrow?
That's my question. Is like, yeah, what can anybody do? What could Goff do against fucking Washington? Anyways, and then he decided he picked up Puka Nacua, who's fucking Los Angeles Rams wide receiver, who, again, the rookie receiver, puts out massive points. He literally slid into the spot that was fucking Cooper Kupp.
Right.
And he just took over. So he kept him on his bench, but man, that's a bright spot going forward for Clay.
Solid move.
So
moving
on. Congratulations on your win, Clay.
Congratulations, Clay. Mike getting
Justin, I wish you would have played Dak so you could be
right. Mike getting a huge win over Lindley here. Fumbledore versus Michael. Herbert showed up with a pretty good thing against Tennessee. Not shocking there. Tennessee's been struggling.
Well, let's go quarterback, wide receiver. Let's roll down it.
Yep.
So Trevor Lawrence for Lindley. Ouch. Again, this is that whole Jacksonville thing. I don't fully trust in their offense. That's just me. I could be wrong. Herbert, I always want to put trust in because I've seen that dude just sling it. Justin Herbert versus Tua is I think who Mike has on his bench, right? If I recall. So we talked about it last week with making the decision. If you go to his bench, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Tua, right? Yep. So he smartly made the move again to play Justin Herbert over Tua. So, last week Tua had a monster game, but he chose to still 37 points last week.
Yeah.
So, but we talked about it last week is like, do you make the jump to Tua versus Herbert? And there's a good move on Mike's part to play Herbert today or for this matchup versus Tennessee. Tennessee's defense hasn't been that good, so it makes sense too. But Trevor Lawrence just shit the bed against Kansas City.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to their wide receiver core here. Devonta Adams and St. Brown
in this one for sure.
Yeah, I mean Lindley. In the wide receiver 1 and 2, Lindley won for sure. Devonta Smith and St. Brown, 13, 22 points, and he started Romeo Dobbs for Green Bay, and only 4 points out of the guy. But I guess if I'm looking down their lineup here, and obviously, oh God. I didn't post the link, but did you see the actual Nick Chubb?
I have been trying to avoid watching the Nick Chubb thing.
I will post that after we get done with it.
I've already seen it 97 billion times. I'm like, I don't want to see it. Oh, that knee, my God.
Yeah. I understand why ESPN did not want to replay that on public because that was gruesome.
Brutal.
His knee
oh
went.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's destroyed. It's destroyed.
Working on a geometry lesson.
Nick Chubb is one of those guys in the NFL that's like a very humble. He's not one of those cocky running backs. Yeah, he's a very good team player, and fucking incredible running back. But an injury like that, I think he tore every L in his, ACL, MCL, whatever, all the L's in his knee. I think he tore every one of them in his knee
100%.
on that hit.
So
and that sucks because he was such a good not just for fantasy, but just for the Cleveland organization in general. He's a fucking stud running back. He was
a human
their
being.
Yeah,
just a good human being, and
yeah. But the one thing, I guess we'll move on. R.I.P. Chubb. I hope you heal, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that caught me the most off guard this week, and I played against Swift. I know in another league. Take a drink.
Duh.
But DeAndre Swift, that one caught me way the fuck off guard.
Blew the fuck up.
He never got that many points in Detroit. And, I don't. This will be interesting.
He's got a real QB thrown to him now.
That could. You're right. That could be, but it'll be interesting to see if he produces again next week.
Yeah.
I honestly, it could be a dart at the wall. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see if they keep using him that way. He got so many. I mean, he had only 3 receptions. His yards all came from rushing.
Just
in a like 175 rushing yards.
Yeah.
That I mean, by far was a career high for this guy. Whether he continues to, are they going to lean on him more?
Son,
I don't know.
Running downfield.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is Swift is prone to injuries, so I guess we'll see. But the tight end matchup was pretty good here too.
It was good.
Waller versus Andrews. They were only within a few points of each other, but 10 plus points for Waller, 10 plus points for Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what really, really killed Lindley is her flex spot and losing Chubb.
QB too.
That's what.
But
yeah, you're right. She just pretty much underperformed. Let's just put it.
However, you could have started Daniel Jones. Which, how would you ever start Daniel Jones? What the fuck?
Well, let's just look at these matchups, though, right? So the weeks that people are producing,
Pickens,
Washington and Arizona.
Pickens
all right,
doing?
Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah, but you're never starting a Pittsburgh player, right? And then where the fuck did Pickens come from?
Dude, Pickens is so goddamn athletic, though. I've been touting that guy for a long. I've been saying he's good to go, but he just doesn't have somebody to throw to him.
Yep.
So but that
apparently
could be,
Cleveland.
Maybe this could be
the open door.
This could be the spark he needed.
Maybe.
Could be the
Maybe.
spark.
Michael, congratulations on your win. Congratulations. Fucking Dave versus Matt, and Matt gets one win and puts Dave. You let Matt get the fucking third place. The fuck?
Now,
you're not listening to
all
this.
All of a sudden, Matt is immediately talking cocky, like he just won a championship off of one win in the fucking season.
Yeah.
Johnny, can you imagine? I mean, I don't think this will ever happen, but put it in perspective. Can you ever imagine a world that Matt, what he's like if he wins the trophy?
Well, I've seen him at a trophy. Bradley game when they win just regular season, and no, it's going to be fucking asshole level 12.
Yeah, I think as a league in an organization here, I think all of us need to bond together to really make sure that does not happen. We have to come together as a league.
He'll be working towards that Malort trophy again. Don't worry. It's a three-peat.
I'm not worried. Matt's threatening me about week 8. We'll see where he's at in the standings by week 8.
Right.
He had one monster week and he thinks he's the shit. I love it. Let's talk about their matchup.
Yeah. Well, we got Justin Fields, as a Chicago Bears fan, this is rough.
Dave started him anyways.
Yeah.
Didn't give a fuck.
No.
He's like, I'm rolling with my bear.
I'd be curious to go back to week 1 and see if he changed anything.
Probably no, he played Fields last week.
No, I'm saying if he changed anything.
Changed his lineup at all. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Josh Allen came out at swinging
finally.
This week. He had 30 points. Yeah,
I feel like this is the first QB we've seen that's like threatening 30 points out of anybody so far, which is kind of weird.
I think Mahomes had a 30, and
this
Goff
year
had a 30. We just
this year
about.
So far?
Yeah. We just saw Goff had 30. Goff had over 30 points when we just went through the last matchup, 2 matchups ago.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
God damn it, blacked out there.
Yeah. Johnny, you know what? Let's take a pause. Let's do
a pause, another shot. Okay, yeah, definitely.
Let's do another shot. This will help us out. All right, I'll do Malort this time.
I'm bringing the Malort out.
All right. Let's recoup our thoughts here.
And
ready,
Matt? Yeah, I'm pouring this in. I'm going to talk about Matt's fucking running back.
Okay, I'll talk about
their
wide receivers. You mean?
Yeah. Well, I was talking about McCaffrey and Robinson. Matt getting fucking 40 points out of 2 running backs is goddamn decent, which is kind of got to be new to Matt, right?
I think I said this last week, but I think Matt may have the top 2 running backs.
Yeah.
For fantasy football as of now.
Atlanta's kind of looking good. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, they don't do anything other than run the ball.
Yeah.
And that rookie running back, Bijan Robinson, dude, he just looks fucking great. He's great for fantasy. I'm just gonna say that he gets tons of touches. He gets fucking 100+ yards a game. And McCaffrey's no different. They always run the ball in San Francisco. They don't hardly. I mean, they throw the ball, but it's like 1/3 of the time. So like. Matt, between Josh Allen, McCaffrey, and Robinson, those 3 spots, I don't feel the rest of his team is nearly top tier, but those 3 spots, man, those are having those
hard-hitting
running back spots.
Sure.
Woo, those
hard
are
hitters.
I think he may have running back 1 and 2 on the season, right? Going
now,
at least for 5 weeks until McCaffrey gets hurt.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that after Chubb's thing because I felt
he kind of guilty.
Yeah, feel bad about making that joke. It's like punching.
Yeah, McCaffrey doesn't
punching down. We don't want to punch down.
Don't punch
unless
down.
Matt's below you.
Be better than that. Let's get better than that.
You can punch down at Matt. I get to punch up at Matt. Go fuck yourself, Matt.
Yeah, I'm punching down because I'm in first, bitch. Anyways, so if we look at real quick, I won't touch too fast or too hard on this, but their wide receivers were right on each other. I mean,
yep.
12 and 15 for Tyreek Hill and Garrett Wilson, and then DK Metcalf and fucking Drake London 10 and 15. So I mean, they were neck and neck there.
Edge and edge.
But where Matt really pulled away was, I mean, you started on the running back 1 and 2, and then obviously he even got 120 points with Freiermuth getting 0.7 points. So he
which I can't believe Freiermuth wasn't targeted more in that game, but
he's all over the place, dude.
Yeah.
He will be every week. I promise you that. He'll be all over the place every week. DJ Moore, though, that's the one that on Matt's team that I think he'll be up 1 week, down another, up 1 week, down another. Because Chicago's offense just can't do anything. One thing I'll say over on Dave's team, though, is on the tight end side to counter the Freiermuth, Laporta is looking fucking good in the NFL, man.
Detroit player.
He's looking good. He's only gonna go up, man. I renamed him instead of Laporta. His new name is LaPointa.
LaPointa.
Yeah,
it's LaQuinta, actually. LaQuinta in.
Oh, can we do the shot now?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, congratulations to Matt. I need to wash your win out with this Malort. Cheers.
Oh yeah. Cheers. Yep.
God damn.
Like Matt's victory right there.
Where the fuck did who the fuck is
Kyrene Williams?
Kyrene Williams.
Yeah. He's taken over Cam Akers' spot that everybody wanted to be. So the real question is, Matt, are you going to start him next week?
Right.
Do you have the balls to start him next week? We'll see.
Probably. He's going to have 3.
But other than that, they didn't really have on their benches. Dave has 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yeah. Just waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting for the suspensions and
see, Johnny, there it is. Traylon Burks right there on Matt's bench. We talked about him. We talked about him before the podcast. But he's getting some targets, and honestly, that guy is Traylon Burks is super athletic. So
has
Tannehill
throwing
was worth a shit.
Yeah, dude, that's the biggest problem. Now on to you versus old Brendan. Don't bully me, I'll come. I'll come.
I don't know how this is even possible, but Burrow, like I said before, had 2.7 points going into halftime. Somehow beat out Deshaun Watson at 16 points. I would never have guessed that was going to happen. But at the end of the day, if we look at down, we moved. Burrow, I moved on from. Obviously, we made a nice little trade.
Nice little
R.I.P. Derrick Henry.
Thank you.
Yeah. Speaking of which, congratulations to you and I for making the first trade of the season.
No.
I did not want to lose Derrick Henry, and you did not want to lose Mahomes, but we made it work.
Mm-hmm.
We made it work.
Happened. That happened.
So, moving on to our wide receivers, I think Chris Olave is proven to me to be a consistent player every week, even off 2 weeks. So I hope I don't eat my words later, but he's at least getting 10 points every week, which I'll take that any day out of a wide receiver.
Now over on Brendan's side, though, CeeDee Lamb, like I wouldn't touch, like the past couple of years, I wouldn't have touched a Dallas Cowboy. And
nope.
I don't like this whole thing that's happening because Clay's going to get a boner real quick. I don't like this whole Dallas is kind of like good thing that's happening. But yeah, congratulations to you guys for picking people up in the fucking draft.
Dallas, they had such a good record last year. And what happened when they hit the playoffs? Bam. They pulled an Aaron Rodgers crash and burn.
How fast it's gonna be.
Wait, speaking of injuries, is it okay to make fun of him though?
Yeah, I have zero problems about it.
Ooh.
Now,
all right.
I do see the old Barkley with the out, and no one predicted that at all. What the fuck is that? I didn't even hear about this one. Why is Barkley out?
Ahead. Yeah, I don't know. I just know he's going to be out for more than one
Sprained
game.
ankle. Okay.
So
Yep, that hurts, but obviously
it's some kind of ankle injury. Which,
Yeah.
if they always say if it's like a high ankle injury, it's going to be
a
like
couple.
3 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So you just, I don't know. I don't know what level of where
Right.
it is on his ankle, but something with his ankle, I think.
Still
But,
can't be disappointed with the 24 points he put up for you before he went out, instead
no.
of having like Chubb scenario where you get 6 and then
all I'm going to say is this. Arizona appears to be a fucking mecca to score fantasy football points on this year. So if anybody has somebody against Arizona, it's looking like it's the
Fucking
matchup
start 'em.
to play. I mean,
You
they
got-
are looking pretty bad when it comes to getting
yeah.
points scored on them. So this is like the 5th player we've talked about that's just had a monster game that is just played against Arizona. But over on my end, we both had a good running back, 1 and 1, and then our RB2s did jack shit. So I started Dameon Pierce. He started Sam J. Perrine, and he picked him up on the waiver last week because Jennifer dropped him. And so, anyways, long and short, we both scored like 4 points.
Yeah.
Tight end, we
Exchanged
split
blows.
apart. Tight end, we split apart. Travis Kelce doing his thing. Got me
Yeah.
at 10.6.
It's
Kyle
only going to go
Pitts,
down from here because of T Swift. Just saying. But
Shut up, Johnny. I cannot afford that. You shut your fucking whore mouth.
round 1
so,
draft pick.
Dude, Kyle Pitts, though, I watched that game. He had several targets in the end zone,
Yeah.
and he just didn't pull them in. So that's good news for Brendan in that regard, because they are targeting him when you would want him to,
Right.
for fantasy reasons.
End zone.
Yep. On to our flex spots real quick. James Conner, Rashid White on my end, both killing it. Both fucking 17 points, 18 points for me. Over on Brendan's end, he even had good flex spots. I mean, 7 points for
Davis.
not Jamal Williams. Fucking what the for Jay Williams? Why can't I'm retarded now. Javonte. Jesus. Javonte Williams for Denver and Gabe Davis, 18 points. I think that was his.
Davis.
That may be one
back.
of his. Yeah, that's hot.
Got him
when
in
it was
the
his first
league.
week.
I'll drink.
Go to his week 1, because I think he had
4 points.
garbage. Yep. Okay. Yep.
But
4 points for
nobody in fucking Buffalo did anything week 1, even though.
Oh, he's got a juicy matchup next week. He's got Washington. That was another one that everybody's scoring on. So that's a good one for Gabe Davis to start.
Move him up to your.
You probably don't even listen to this, but whatever. Nobody does. Who cares?
Oh no!
My goddamn bench again,
Evans.
dude. I'm telling you. Look, I have no quarterbacks on my bench. I scored 77 points on my bench. Mike Evans, Zay Flowers, Dotson was my garbage time. Everybody else scored pretty much 10 points, and then Mike Evans 30 points. Mostert 27 points on my bench. Fuck me running. I'm so glad I won, but at the same time, like, had I not, those points on my bench would have killed me.
Damn, he could have had a 20-point spread, which would have beat you if he had started Cousins. Wild.
I know, right? If he had just
started
and
Cousins.
Brendan, looking at his quarterback going up to Deshaun versus Kirk Cousins. Brendan, if you're listening, Kirk Cousins is just destroying fantasy football right now. He throws the ball every fucking play.
Yes, he does.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's up to him. It's his choice.
It's up to him.
He can do what he wants. Congratulations,
hey, let's not
Cowboy.
him. He'll come everywhere.
Yeah. So,
and our last one
of the day.
Let's talk about this, Johnny. You want to lead the way?
Attempt at winning fantasy football. Patrick
Mahomes. Even.
Yeah, even Stevens.
27-27.
Lockett doing some pretty good things against Detroit, which I mean, wasn't too mad about that. But we again split receivers. AJ Brown, fucking 4
Oh my
points.
God, Keenan Allen 8.
Keenan Allen fucking just
8.
yeah.
30 points. I mean 28.10 points that
Painful.
game versus Tennessee. All right, league. Listen, Tennessee, Arizona, Washington. Those are the teams to watch for right now.
Right. Look out.
And apparently Detroit.
Yeah. Or the Bears too. I mean, shit. Throw
And the
them in.
Bears. All right, we're giving good knowledge here for our league to just try to beat us, Johnny.
Then Jamar Chase, didn't do shit. That happens. Joe Mixon gets a couple of points there, which is great compared to my Breece Hall, who, Dallas is somehow real this year.
Stop that. Shut the fuck up. You don't mean that. I don't
Matheson
mean that. Let's.
fucking puts up 4 points.
Their tight ends were hot garbage, both of them.
Hey, that's my tight end.
Skittlemeister.
Yeah.
The George
Kittle, from where he was, that it's been rough. And they're
I mean, how
throwing
high
the
you
ball
had to
up, but
draft
yeah.
him? He's obviously San Francisco's not using him right now. So
and then
Tyler Higbee 2.7, and then we go down one notch lower. We got David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert. David Montgomery, who is, I mean, for Detroit, it was sad to see him go down on my part just because I'm a Lions fan. But, he had a cheap shot, kind of gator roll on his leg, kind of fucked up his calf or his quad. But, man, what a workhorse running back he is, dude.
Fucking love him.
You having him in Chicago, I don't know how he didn't produce more because he is a strong fucking runner, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's a good damn runner.
But
over
Herbert, and then want to say
DeAndre Hopkins made the choice to start him, and Josh Kelly. You know what makes me happy about that is that you pretty much have to. You had to have trust that having Austin Eckler being out was going to make the same kind of numbers that he would make. But it just goes to show how fucking good Austin Eckler is, because with him being out, you'd be like, oh, Josh Kelly's going to obviously dominate, right? Which is a logical thing. But he had 3.9 points.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's bizarre to me. Like I would
Wolf City.
If you think it is Wolf City for sure. Every indication tells you that that's going to be a high producing fucking running back,
right.
but it didn't. It didn't. And I'm guessing you picked him up on the Jennifer picked him up on the waiver last week, right? I'd have to double check. I will look, but I'm guessing she had to put a waiver claim in to get him last week. So that's a Wolf City for sure, but she still pulled out a W.
Got the dub against me. That
God
hurt.
Damn it, Jalen Hurts, fucking 28.2 points.
Still won.
Johnny, the fact that you drafted two of the best quarterbacks is hysterical to me.
Hey, at this point,
no wonder you didn't have any running backs.
Yeah, traded for one. I've got Moore, who got some points.
Skybor.
Yeah, and Indy over here with Moss.
The biggest problem with Kansas City's wide receivers is it's 1 week somebody else. Yeah, another
or tight end.
Yeah, but like the only person who's ever been
runs them all.
consistent is fucking Kelsey on that team for getting targets.
Not for long.
But I feel like Jennifer's team is good, but like she's got like wishy-washy people of which week they're gonna hit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Keenan Allen, you're obviously in AJ Brown, you're never gonna pull those out of those spots.
No.
Joe Mixon, you're never gonna pull out.
Nope.
Kenneth Walker, I'm never gonna pull
Kittle,
out if I have.
Unless he's on his bye week, and at that point, you just fucking start him on your bye week. I don't know.
But her two flex spots, right? She's got some good people on her bench. So she's going to play the jostle game for those two spots the whole season.
Yeah.
Right now, looking at her team. Because Zach Moss, fucking Raheem Shaheed, and then Gus Edwards now because they have injuries in Baltimore. Like, she's got some good spots to plug in, but, like, who's going to hit?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question, is, like, who's going to hit? So, And you, Johnny, what's your plan? What are we talking on your team? What are you
Well,
looking at?
Derrick Henry starting.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts will be starting
He's gonna
also.
get 40 points next
I
week.
fucking hope so.
He's gonna get a fucking 40 bomb.
But congratulations, Jen, on your win. And that is the recap. It's been way too long, and we've, been drinking a couple, so.
Yeah, and another week without Matt.
And another week without Matt.
Matt just pretty much disowned us, I feel like, Johnny.
I know. I almost feel lost without him, but it kind of feels better.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I don't know. Being able to just talk shit uninterrupted from his fucking blah, blah, blah.
On the yelling.
Kind of nice. Yeah. It's been cordial, I dare say. Good sir.
It's been a void.
Fuck you, Matt.
Love it. All right. Well,
All right,
that's
Johnny,
it. Remember to set your
love you, buddy.
lineups. Yeah, love you, brother. We will talk to you guys next week. And yeah, set your goddamn lineups and get ready for a shit show Thursday through Monday night. That's it. Bye.